Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Miscomposition, an MC that writes fiction, back at it with another video. I came across this article, Kellogg's Millionaire CEO dragged for saying poor families should eat cereal for dinner to save money. Oh my goodness. And it resonated, not resonated, but it echoed what a streamer was saying, because it is, you have these millionaires who are out of touch with the reality of the regular people, that they're saying these nonsensical freaking things. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, notification bells on, so you don't miss when I drop a new video on the road to 5K. Let's go ahead and get into it here. Yes, this is my complex. People are criticizing CEO Gary Pilnick after after he promoted the company's tone deaf campaign on CNBC. So last week, Pilnick was a guest on the CNBC talk show Squawk on the Street with Carl Quintanilla. Asked him about Kellogg's cereal for dinner advertising, which the role how he states it for customers or consumers under pressure is wild. Like, but it's the campaign started in 2022, where it's cereal for dinner campaign, and the slogan "Give chicken the night off." The cereal category has always been quite affordable, and it tends to be a great destination when consumers are under pressure. Pilnick responded in the video below. If you think about the cost of cereal for a family versus what they might otherwise do, that's going to be much more affordable. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and see what he even says.
Oh, Carl, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. When we think about our consumer under pressure, there's things that we could do, but most importantly, what this category could do. The cereal category has always been quite affordable, and it tends to be a great destination when consumers are.
Look at his face. Like, he just has this look like it's just like this smug look, like you just want to. It's just, I can't even take him serious.
Are under pressure. So some of the things
It
that we're
is.
doing is first
Consumers under
messaging. We got to
pressure.
reach the consumer where they are. So we're advertising about cereal for dinner. If you think about the cost of cereal for a family versus what they might otherwise do, that's going to be much more affordable. The other places that we like to go is we talk about making sure we have the right pack at the right price in the right place. So having a different size pack that'll have a different price point, that'll take some pressure off the consumer while they're shopping. So those are some of the things that we're doing. But in general, the cereal category is a place that a lot of folks might come to because the price of a bowl of cereal with milk and with fruit is less than $1. So you can imagine why a consumer under pressure might find that to be a good place to go.
Right. I'm all for innovation and marketing, but the idea of having cereal for dinner, is there the potential for that to land the wrong way?
We don't think so. In fact, it's landing really well right now, Carl.
Oh my
when we
gosh.
look at all of our data, of course, we would know that breakfast cereal is the #1 choice for in-home consumption. We understand that for breakfast. It turns out that over 25% of our consumption is outside the breakfast occasion. A lot of it's at dinner, and that occasion continues to grow, as well as the snacking occasion. But cereal for dinner is something that is probably more on trend now, and we would expect to continue as that consumer is under pressure.
I have to admit, as a busy mom, I've had cereal for dinner more than once recently. So, Gary, I guess maybe your marketing is working on me. I'm wondering about.
No. Now, have I admitted, can I admit to having cereal or breakfast for dinner? Yes, for sure. A lot? No. Because because if I'm gonna have the thought of eating or having cereal for dinner, especially with the price of a thing of cereal and the nutritional value for you to eat that for a family, that is the wildest shit to freaking say. Like, yo, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of these boxes, just for a small box, we're talking about the family size, is like a cool 5 to 7 to 8+ dollars. And you mean to tell me that you're going to say that cereal for dinner and then looking at the nutritional value is going to be better than getting a family size or a thing of leg quarters? Are you kidding me? This is the wildest shit, man. And these are these tone deaf people that are saying it now. There was some people going in. They said, I wonder if he thinks cereal is nutritious enough for dinner for his own family, right? Uh Total yearly compensation is over $4 million with less than 20% being salary and 80+% being on bonuses, which is wild. And there was other people sitting up there saying, this fool is making $4 million a year. You think he's feeding his kids cereal for dinner? Oh man, it's wild. It is freaking wild. My kid, 30, we had cereal for dinner plenty of nights. I was embarrassed, cried that I couldn't provide for my kids better, paranoid my kids would be taken away. Only reason they had cereal was because Wick, happy my ass, food insecurity is traumatizing. Yeah, the cereal is now $8 a box. Yeah, I told you, let's talk about that. Yeah, that's why I'm just all like, yo, what are you talking about? No, no, no. And so this, like I said in the beginning of this video, it echoed. Look at this fool's face. Look at this fool's face. But it echoed something that was said through Hassan, a streamer, and comparing as far as his streaming for 9 hours and different things like that. I'm gonna play a clip from Abba and Preach and what they were saying in regards to it.
According to Hassan, people took him out of context. So let's see the full video.
Okay. Yeah. No. Social battery wise, unless you're in fucking retail, it's very different. You're out of touch. I'm gonna die, dude. There's motherfuckers who are accountants in here, and they're misunderstanding what I'm saying. A real job does not expend your social battery in the same way as someone who did a sales job, a real job. Okay, I'm telling you.
See,
someone who did both.
That's wild to say. Like sales is a real job, whatever. There's when you think about as far as because he's talking about social battery. Even if we stick to is just the social battery. He's so out of touch with the fact that no matter what job you do, it could be physical labor, it could be customer service, it can be freaking sitting behind the desk as an accountant or any of those particular things. Anything that you do that is outside of your passion or something that brings you joy and you're doing it to put food on the table or anything like that, that's going to be so draining, my guy. Like it's going to be so draining. So
hours of constant performance and people pleasing taps you out from social scenarios. After 9 hours of that, I could probably do fucking physical labor. It would not bother me, but I can't fucking do more social shit. That's my point. There are obviously real jobs out there that are good comparisons. Service sector, people-pleasing jobs would be very similar. Those are like, I think, customer service type shit. But like if you're an accountant or if you're even like in sales, my interactions with clients was limited, way more limited than like constantly having to do this for 9 hours with like a back and forth interaction for 9 hours. That's what like sucks your social battery and you just tap out after it. Yeah, think about it this way. Like, you give presentations for your job, right?
Sometimes the people that you have to please in your job are your bosses.
Or coworkers.
Yeah. Sometimes you're doing those jobs and they are the one that are draining you. Yeah. Your coworkers. Your definition of what a client is very limited. A client can be someone from outside of your work, comes into your work, and then you have to serve them. But a client can also be other departments of your job that depend on your position. That's considered a client.
And that's people pleasing. When you have to work with other departments and have to bend over backwards to just make sure no problems exist, you are people pleasing.
If every 6 months you have to have a report, and you're not dealing with people outside of your work, you're just dealing with people inside of your work. And every 6 months, your boss meets you and it's like, yeah, we're gonna see how you're doing at the job. You have to please your people, which are your bosses and whatever standards that there is in the company.
Here's the truth about our favorite champagne socialist, okay? He comes from one of the richest families in Turkey, okay? He's incredibly wealthy. He's always been from a wealthy family. And so this trust fund baby goes on to be a very successful streamer and makes it. You don't really know about this hard work life. That's why a lot of these dudes who before the people never come from backgrounds that are actually of the people. He is top 1% today. And even back then when he was part of his family, he was top 0.1% in Turkey.
Yes, you know, and so again, you have these people who top 1% trying to tell everybody, no, it's not, you're just tripping, you know, like this. And again, it's a lot of the stuff they just do not understand. You know, it's one thing to be a millionaire who came from the mud and you understand, like, you know, hey, I get it. Like that, do you think that this came from, you know, a trust fund or anything like that? I get it. You know, but some of these people, they'll say things and they don't understand because they're not around the regular people other than interacting with them either online or maybe in the Kellogg's dude, you know, situation where he has limited real interaction to maybe regular people, you know, to where you can actually understand what people are talking about and the wildness that he says, you know, the fact that they're doing this dinner for breakfast campaign instead of providing some maybe some ingredients or some recipes that maybe you could use the cereal with as far as something for the chicken, you know, and using chicken, like I was saying before, the leg quarters that come in bulk and everything like that, and maybe providing something like that. But you want to sit up there and use that as an actual campaign for the masses to use it, and then you have old girl chipping in, oh yeah, I just, you know, did that the other night. No, there's a difference between having it as a snack and legit a dinner. You mean to tell me you're working at this news station and you're eating as far as nothing else in the refrigerator and you just ate some cereal? You know what I mean? Like, come on now. People, like I said, there's been times where I've eaten cereal, you know, growing up. There are some times, you know, as an adult. As a matter of fact, maybe about 2 weeks ago, I had breakfast at night, but it wasn't for dinner. I had cereal at night, but it wasn't for dinner. You know, it was like a random snack. I had to add cereal in a minute. And I was just all like, let me get some cereal and some almond freaking milk and dig in, you know. So it's wild, but it's the small box because it's just me. Again, I knew that the family ones are expensive, you know, so it's wild. It's wild. These people are completely out of touch. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, and let me know what y'all are doing for y'all's weekly, you know, meals. Do y'all meal prep? Are y'all getting fast food most of the time? You know, let me know in the comment section. But it's Mr. Composition MC that writes fiction, back at it with another video. Peace. Make sure to check out the description for my books, my comics, as well as my album Tame Chaos, just released last month, January 5th. So yeah, peace.